Welcome back to Effective English Email. This lecture is called Get Social, and it's less about email and more about some social media, using social media as professionals, as academics, in a way that is professional and beneficial actually to our careers. So I'm going to talk about really four main areas: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and blogging. Right? These are four areas. You may be doing some of these already. These days, almost everybody has a Facebook account and so on. What we're really going to focus on is professional uses of all of these platforms. So with Facebook, many academics do use it, but they're not using it for career purposes a lot. I know I personally, I'm Facebook friends with a lot of my professors from graduate school and a lot of my colleagues at my current university. But it's just purely social. We don't really do much, professional-wise via Facebook, to be totally honest. And there are some academic-oriented, groups and pages, but almost all of them are actually more active on Twitter. So in general, like Twitter and LinkedIn seem to be used more in the academic community. Now, Facebook, if you're becoming Facebook friends with somebody you just met, again, remember, it's not really a professional network. Facebook is more for friends. So after you've gotten to know them a little bit, you're a little more friendly with them, it's totally fine to then maybe connect with them on Facebook. Whereas with Twitter and LinkedIn, you can connect with people almost immediately. That's kind of their purpose, right? It's more of that networking. All right, so speaking of LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a really good social network to be on, right? It's exclusively career focused, and it's kind of branching out more and more these days into academia. The thing about LinkedIn, though, is, for it to really be interesting and useful, you have to be active on it. A lot of people they create their account and they kind of sit back and wait for, job offers and collaboration queries and all kinds of things to roll in. That's not the way it works, right? You need to be out there. You need to be engaging with the community on LinkedIn, building your network, commenting on articles that are shared, offering your own commentary, posting your own blog articles, and also promoting yourself and your research. Right? This is the way to really make LinkedIn useful. This is where those really important connections are going to come from. So with LinkedIn, I recommend engaging a little bit every day. Okay, so you don't have to be posting things every day, but just look through it, put it on your phone, install it on your phone, like people's posts, comment on people's posts. This is what really helps build relationships on LinkedIn. Now, when it comes to building the network, LinkedIn has, I call it playing peekaboo. Peekaboo is the game that I played with my daughters when they were babies, and it's where they kind of hide and say, "Oh, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Peekaboo, peekaboo," like that. Well, with LinkedIn, what you can do is you can search for example, you can search for endocrinologists at Berkeley University, okay? And it'll show up, it'll give those results. You click to look at the person's profile. That person's going to get an email that says, "Oh, people are looking at your profile. Do you want to look at their profile?" And then when they do that, you are going to get a notification that they also looked at your profile. Okay, so this is the LinkedIn peekaboo game. And once that happens, send the friend request, right? So you've looked at their profile, they've looked at yours, you send the friend request, and you can say, what I recommend is actually add as a friend, because if you add as a colleague, it's going to ask, "Oh, well, which university was it? What time was it?" Like they're going to ask for more information. Just add as a friend and make a personalized comment. Say, it's great to bump into you here on LinkedIn. I'm really interested in your work in the field of endocrinology. And that's it, right? A really short, sweet message. Very, very short and sweet. And make it personalized to them. so that you really did check out their profile and you're interested in them for some reason. Right? Now, as you fill out your profile, you want to follow LinkedIn's guidelines for putting in your work history and things like that. But you also, I recommend writing 4 or 5 articles on LinkedIn as a blog, as a LinkedIn native blog, because these are going to display on your profile in a way that, it doesn't matter when they were written, so you can write them all in 1 week and leave them up there for years, and they're going to display on your profile as representing you. Right? And it's kind of important because it establishes you as a thought leader on the topic in your network. So moving along from LinkedIn, you've got Twitter. Twitter is exploding for academia, right? Even more than blogs. Right? And it's great because you can pick and choose who you're following. You can follow specific experts in your field, and you can actually try to engage with people on Twitter. You can reply, you can retweet them, and you might be able to build a relationship there with some pretty important people that live on the other side of the planet from you through using Twitter. You can learn about new research in real time as people talk about their research. You can also use it to get tips on academic writing and publishing. You engage with the global academic community and just have fun. A couple accounts I like to recommend for starting out. The first 3 here are kind of fun accounts. The middle 3 are informative about academia. And the last one, @StephenWard, that's my account. So make sure and follow me on Twitter as well. And finally, using the hashtags, you can really engage with the community. Hashtag PhD chat will let you kind of connect with other PhDs. ECR stands for Early Career Researcher, so that's graduate students and new PhDs. Shut Up and Write is kind of helping each other stay motivated for writing, so on and so on. These hashtags are ways you can jump right into the conversation and start connecting with people. Finally, blogging. You'll have to evaluate for yourself if blogging is good for you or not. Some people really look down on blogging. In some fields, it's still not really accepted. But in others, it really is accepted. And it's kind of used almost as a way to test the waters of a new research area. So rather than spending months of my life writing an academic article about a topic, I can spend a week giving an overview with a blog post, see what the response is, see if people like my angle, and then maybe go a little bit more. You can also choose to be anonymous with a blog, or not. These are kind of personal decisions that you can weigh as you like. Now, getting started with blogging, WordPress.com is honestly probably the best. Hopefully you already have your domain name reserved. I really recommend that. But you can go ahead and get started on WordPress.com for free, and you can just kind of point your domain to your WordPress.com blog as a forward. You can forward it that way. As time goes by, later on, you can deal with a self-hosted blog and purchase a server space, and you'll get more bells and whistles with your WordPress install. But it also takes some money and time. And if you just want to get started writing, just go to WordPress.com, open up a free blog, and do it that way. But do make sure and reserve your domain name, even if you don't get it connected right away.